Hi, I'm Shane.
I'm Kelsey,
and that's Dixie, and we're Love Hut for Life. We've now been on the road for 59 weeks in our self-built slide-in camper / tiny home on wheels.
Most of this past week has been spent retracing our steps, looking for a lost engagement ring. But that means that we saw a lot of beautiful sights again this week, and I hope that you enjoy this update.
If you have a second, make sure you hit the thumbs up as well as the subscribe button below to follow us along on more of our adventures.
Watch till the end. We woke up in the Holland Bottoms water management area with a mission in mind. It was the first day off that we had since we realized my ring was missing, and we had only been to a few places, so retracing our steps shouldn't be too difficult.
That led us back into the Ozark Forest to this particular spot on this dirt road where last Saturday Kelsey made me stop so we could take an awesome picture.
You'll wonder where all those Instagram perfect pictures come from. It's from climbing up hillsides like this. This place made sense to us because I had fallen when coming down the hill and grabbed a tree branch.
The tracks from Kelsey's boots were still there from the week before because why would anyone in their right mind even stop here?
Well, that was a bust. It was the only physical activity that I did in the time period that we figured out that I lost it. So we were really hoping that it would be there, but we searched everywhere. And right along my tracks that were still there from when we were here last week, and no ring. We're gonna keep looking.
That took us on a 30-minute drive to a different part of the Ozark Forest where we had woken up Saturday morning.
We were very disappointed to realize that someone else had taken that spot and parked their camper exactly where we needed to look. Shane looked around a little bit, but we decided to just leave them a note in hopes of coming back on a day that they were there.
We ran into them on the road out, and they were nice enough to come back and help us look for the ring until it was too dark to see.
That left us looking for a safe place to lay our heads for the night.
Well, that nice couple that was parked in our spot said we could come back in the morning in the daylight and take a better look. Until then, we're going to tear this house apart again and keep trying to find this thing.
We woke up the next morning praying for better luck as we returned to that spot.
No luck again, and that left us with only one more spot in the forest to search.
Honestly, at this point, I wasn't too defeated because either of those two places that we searched before would have meant that the ring was off of my finger for well over 24 hours before I noticed, and that didn't seem possible to me. So we were off to our last spot.
A diamond ring should be easier to find in the rain, right?
Of course, we had already searched this spot on the day that we realized it was missing, but this place made the most sense, and we didn't have a metal detector before, so we had high hopes, enough that we braved the rain. Well, still no ring, but we did find Dixie's name tag that we figured out was missing the other day. Unfortunately, no diamonds to be found. Maybe in the laundry?
At this point, we were both feeling pretty defeated, but it was time to get back to Little Rock, and we still had to do laundry on the way.
wasn't in there either, and our feelings of defeat had turned back to heartbreak. But we were both grateful that we had somewhere to be the next morning.
We got a good night's sleep next to Lake Pickthorn and headed back to that construction job we had been working the week before.
It was a long day of hard work, but both of us were in pretty good spirits because we had decided to try one more thing with Chase's metal detector before giving it back to him. So, the metal detector that Chase let us borrow, we tried one more thing with it before leaving this morning, and the only place that we haven't checked in the house is showing up on the metal detector, and that's our poop bag. This is gonna be gross, but I really hope it's in here. When it wasn't there, we were both grossed out, really disappointed, and coming to the realization that it was time to move on.
Good morning. It's freezing. So cold that the locks to our basement are frozen shut, so I can't put the jacks where they go.
It was a very cold morning, but fortunately, there's a Shipley's on the way to our new job, and that meant that we got coffee and kolaches.
Time for another day of tile work. We're really starting to feel like we have real jobs now.
But if you gotta work all day, this is not a bad drive home, guys.
Next day, we woke up to freezing temperatures again and started over again.
It started snowing while we were there, and we were grateful to be inside of a house with central heating, even if it was to scrub the floors.
She was in the house. I was under it doing insulation. I think I still have pink fuzz in my ears.
This drive, this weather, and this morning view were all starting to get a bit old. But that was okay because we were almost done with the job. Just one more day.
Just a few finishing touches, and this house will be ready for our new friends to move into well before Christmas. I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of the work we did here.
We finished our last day early and got out of there pretty quickly because I needed an eye doctor. One of these days I'm going to stop sleeping in my contacts.
With that taken care of, we headed back to Pickthorn Lake for one more night in the Holland Bottoms water management area.
The next morning, we all took our time getting out of bed before saying goodbye to the place that we had called home for almost 2 weeks now.
We wanted to take one more walk out onto the pier, although our tiny little four-legged friend is not a friend of the water.
Then it was time to come out of the woods and explore the city that we had been parked right outside of. Little Rock, Arkansas, the state capital.
Then we found a different part of Arkansas wilderness to explore, all in preparation for quite the adventure I had planned for the next day.
We found ourselves in Murfreesboro, Arkansas, where we did a little bit different type of camping. We decided that a $15 fee was worth the hot showers and the proximity to the adventures that we had planned the next day.
Put our curtains up, ate deer burgers, and got a good night's sleep, all nice and clean.
Guys, unfortunately, that search for a diamond ring has produced no results this week, but we're hoping that we have a little bit better luck in our new type of diamond hunting that we're going to be doing today.
That's right, we're in Arkansas, and that is home of the only public diamond mine in the whole world. So wish us luck and that we find a big honker today. Also, I would like to thank each and every one of you for following us along so far on this journey. Make sure you check out our other social medias, including Facebook and Instagram, as well as Patreon if you're looking to help support us to get better video equipment so your videos are more entertaining to watch.
Yeah, guys, as always, we want to say that we appreciate each and every one of you. Peace out. Have a good one. We'll see you next week.
Bye, y'all.